Salam Ivy, how are you today?
Walaikum salam, Sister Fatima. I'm good. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, inshallah today we'll see the verses about meditation. So let me first share the screen and then, okay. So these verses are taken from Surah Al-Isra, chapter Al-Isra, verses 78 to 85. So I will see if we can do all of them. If not, I will focus on the first two verses today, and then next week we can do the rest. So verse 78, this verse, as I said before, it's from Surah Al-Isra. أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا. My throat today, it's the, allergy season. So it says, perform the prayer, أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس, okay? And if you notice, this verse is to the prophet to teach, people how they establish I will always call it salah, how they establish salah, which is basically here, it's the timing, okay? It's not how you perform, but it's the time to establish the salah. And I think we need to have a whole class about salah in the Quran, because if you note, salah here is with the waw, okay? And sometimes you see salah with alif. I just wanted to change to the red. So this is salah with the waw, okay? And sometimes you'll find salah with alif. And there is a big difference. But what I need to focus on is today is on meditation. But I just wanted to say the verse of meditation comes right after the verses of the time for the establishing salah. أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا. So the time basically it starts with Duluk al-Shams, and Duluk al-Shams is when the sun starts to decline. Like, I would say afternoon, how the sun starts to decline, going to the sunset. And then it says Quran al-Fajr, the time of Fajr. Quran is like, Quran is, people are so used to the word Quran as the book, okay, that it is the holy book that the Muslims follow. But in reality, Quran is the verses, the signs that are written signs in the book, or recited signs, okay? And it is also the universal signs, the universal signs. The time of Fajr is a witness time and all humanity will witness that this is a good time to start the day. You're going to witness the universal signs, or if you want to study the Quran, or you wanted to study, for me, the Quran refers to everything that we learn about this universe, whether biology, whether physics, and the lots of students, they tell you, the best time to study is early morning. Okay? You get up, your mind is fresh, and that's the best time, especially to receive intuitive information. The next verse, which is really my focus of the day, is the verse of meditation. It says, وَمِنَ اللَّيْلِ, and some of the night, فَتَهَجَّدْ بِهِ, تَهَجَّدْ بِهِ. So the word hajjad, here fatahajjad is, it's a verb, it's a command way. And it's the root word of it is hajada. So if you check maqayis al-lugha or, lisan al-arab or whatever, they tell you hajada really means nama, like nawmul haraka, which means you stay still. And that stillness refers to what? That's where I can tell that it means to meditate, because when do we sit still and stop everything? It's either when you are fully sleeping, but here it doesn't talk about sleeping, because sleep is no. Okay, in the Quran word sleep is no. Allahu yatawaffa al-anfusa fi manamiha, when you are sleeping. So sleep is no, but hajada is you learn to sit still. And that's where it says nafilatan laka, something extra. And why? The verse ends with asa ayab'athaka rabbuka maqaman mahmuda. So when you meditate, you could be sent to a blessed spiritual station. And note, if you listen to all these meditators and anybody who meditates, they tell you, the minute I sat, I saw myself, somewhere on the other side, or I spoke to so and so, or I, I was asking about this information. And that's the maqam al-mahmud. It's a blessed position to be in when you meditate. You reach that tranquility where you can receive information from al-mala al-a'la. Okay. Any questions, Ivy, about this?
So just one question. So I know that some may look at this verse and maybe refer to the parts in our formal salah where we sit still, or after prayer where we make dua. How would you respond or differentiate between aspects of being still in formal prayer versus our meditation?
In the formal prayer, when you pray, you are speaking, you're reciting Quran, okay? So right there is no stillness, okay? So you're reciting Quran, it's a way of gratitude. So to me, Salah is the way of gratitude, because we're supposed to read Al-Fatiha, and Al-Fatiha starts with Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So it's your thankfulness, okay? And if you notice the timing that we were given to perform what I call the practical Salah, because remember, I said we have to, we have types of Salah. We have a Salah with waw, and we have a Salah with alif, and we should have a class just specific for Salah. But when you're praying, you're in a state of gratitude. You are thanking God. And when you think and recite Quran, you're talking. You are not in that stillness. Meditation is you don't talk. You even have to stop the chat. You should not even think. So you have to stop everything. No talking, no chatting, you don't think. And that's why lots of people, they focus on what? On the breathing. If you go to learn how to meditate from all over the world, you're going to find them teaching you to focus on the breathing. And basically, once you focus on the breathing, is just to stop the chat. Or some people say, okay, recite some mantra until, and some mantra is some dua for us that you have to recite quickly until you reach that stillness. So that's where, if the prayer is meditation, first of all, then he would have said, وَمِنَ اللَّيْلِ فَصَلِّ. Okay, but he didn't say fasalli. It's not hard for the Quran to mention salah in this verse, but it says وَمِنَ اللَّيْلِ فَتَهَجَّدْ. Okay. And hajada, like I said, is the stillness. This stillness that you do can take you to point consciousness. And because the larger consciousness system, or there is only one large consciousness that we all come from, so it's one unique thing in the universe. It's the uniqueness of the universe. You will find this word, hajada, is so unique that it only appeared one time in the Quran. It's so unique. I mean, the word hajada only appeared in this verse in the entire Quran. Is that clear to you?
No, it's clear. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I think that's it for today. But next week, when we continue with the verses, I am sure, you'll get the big picture. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, salam, Ivy, and salam to everyone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.